After opening CMD, we can write there code space dot enter. VS Code will get open. Okay, so we have read till here. We have gone through. In that, you do the right click. How many functionality we have implemented? Home, about, JSON one, and then this one. Like one was function one home.html we have called. This is how to read the HTML file or any kind of text file from the current server using fetch function. Second one was also same thing, like using fetch function, how to read the local file from the current server. Then if the response come in the text format, we have to use the text function here. If the response come in JSON format, we have to use the JSON function. So home.html, about.html, both will give the response as HTML. So we have used .html here. .text function we have used. When we come to the third function, function 3 was item.json. It was reading the data from a JSON file, but from the current server only. So there we have used .json to convert from the JSON object, JSON to object array, and after that we were able to run the loop here, item.map, and it was giving the list of items. Again, we have written another function that is called comment list. It has nearly 500 records. So this 500 records will come from this URL. In that 500 records, it's like a multi-dimensional array. So there we have read comment.body. Body will be one property. It holds some text data that we have printed here in a paragraph. So this four function was ready. In that, two was for the static HTML, one was for the local JSON file, and another was for the one live server that running on internet, the URL of someone else. Open URL. Now in this file index.html, you will do the right click, and again There is option called open with live server. Do the right click open with the live server. Do the right click open with the live server. Then after that in browser URL, it will show you have to write here localhost 5500 5500. Once we write, then URL will open and we were able to see the content here from different command list was bringing here nearly 500 records. JSON parsing about was also working, home was working. So we have two more function we'll implement today to read the data from different URL. To see the video, you have to log in through Gmail. You cannot access directly. Those are the private video. After logging to the Gmail, you have to go to the profile and select the channel. I have guided you many times. All videos are there, all end to end, A to Z videos are there, but you cannot access directly. You have to log in the Gmail, go to the YouTube, click on profile, choose the channel, then it will display the videos. Okay, so let's come to the next call, car list and user list. So we'll write two more function here. One function for car list that is called car list, and then user for user list we have to write one more function. So we'll go here and we'll write here as function 5 function 5 function 5. Inside the function 5 we are going to read a URL from external server, that is the PHP server, that return the data in JSON format. So we can write here call car list as well. Now come down and use again a fetch function. Inside the fetch function, you can pass a URL. URL is here. URL is here. This URL will help you to get the data from that running PHP server, and it will come as a response will come. This response again, response.json we need to do. After that, dot then we have to follow. Then we'll get called car array. This car array again, we can get a length here. Car array dot length. Car array dot. Now this 5 function 5, we can call here. On click equal to call the function call 5. Okay, hope we have written function 5. Now we can run and check once. Button click car list. How many length you are getting? You can let me know. Car list. What is the length for you? See, the page function work everywhere same. Everywhere you can call in the same way. Right, you are getting the length. Now if you open this URL, in this URL, there will be very deep level of data. Nested array will come in that. You can see here this URL hold the nested array. It's array inside array. Okay, complete. In that, few elements are there, few properties are there. On the first level, that also we can print. Few properties are on the very inner level, that also we can print. So from this array, I will take one element and that I'll guide you how that is going to come. So this is one element, first element, first element. The first element, the first element have the first element have contents like this. First one is called model, then it has called price, then it has called version, then it has fuel type, then it has called mileage, then it has called image, it has called category, and then it has called status, then it has called boot size, then it has called service history. Right under the service history, you can see there is called nested array. It has a service cost and service date. So let it be in the same line. Service cost and service date. It is the second level of array. Now in this array, we have some data that also we can print. So become a nested array complete that come from the API. So this is the structure of the array. This is the structure of that array. Oh, so become a kind of a pyramid. Okay, you can see. So inside that car array, what are the elements we have? We have model, price, version, fuel type, mileage, image. Then we have category. Category is on the two level. Category, to print the category, you have to write category dot vehicle type, then this value will come. Again, a status has second level of value. Status dot is service done true will come. Boot size will give directly history. Car history is the array. So we have to run again second loop here, second for loop, so that we can get the service cost and service date of both the elements. So this way data may come from the backend in any of the level. Now we have to organize the array. We have to see what is the structure of the array, and accordingly you have to write the, according to that we have to write the okay loop, and we have to extract the values. So check, hope you are getting the total 23 as a length. Now in that 23 as a length, whichever has come, in that 23 length, we have a data on nested array level. That nested array level we need to understand and get and display inside the page. There, here, hello, tell me sir, help you are looking. What you are looking now? Your name? Okay, wait some time. Somewhat 10 o'clock, counselor will call you. Okay, so hope written. Now let's go ahead. And here we can write it now map, and we can read the first level of array. And after reading the first level of array, we will display inside the page. After displaying inside the page, we can read the second level. So we can remove here, and then let's go here, write a map function for the car array. Car array dot map, you can run here. You will get called the array called car and their index also we can get if required further. Next, come inside. After coming inside, we have to create the elements here dynamically. So we can follow that concatenation process. Data plus equal to div we can open, and data plus equal to div we can close, because multiple values we have to print. So directly paragraph will not help you. So better start from the div, and inside one div multiple elements we can add, and for div we can write some css, so it will look better. Class equal to car. Now let's go inside, and inside we can write here data plus equal to, again open one h3 or maybe h4, and for h3 and h4 you can write here car dot model. Car dot model. Car dot model. Below we can print car dot price also. Car dot model, and below we can print car dot price as well. Car dot price as well. Now come here. This element I converted into p tab. Okay, next after that, this array I should comment here. This is just a simple data how it is coming from the backend. So the structure of car variable, the car variable you have used here, car array dot map, and then you are passing to a car. The structure of car variable is something like this. The structure of car variable is something like this. The structure of car variable is something like this. Because of that, we are able to print car.model. So it will give the value of model, car.model and car.price. The structure of your car array is like this. Now inside the car.model, price, version, mileage, all you can print easily. So now we can check with this too. Let me know your page is running. Is it printing anything in the browser or document dot get element by ID. Container we have container dot inner HTML. Container dot inner HTML equal to data variable. Hope you are writing. Please write it and check once. Are you able to see the car model and price or not? We'll come to the browser and we'll click on this button, car list. 23 car details should come here. Name, price, name, price, name, price. Photo are there, many more are there inside. We can print all the level of array. Let me share this page function 5. Next, after this, there are many other properties. Also, you can print model you have printed, price you have printed. Some more are there on the top. You can print there. Fuel type. We can add one more here. Mileage. We can write also here. Call rupees this much. We can write here call fuel. We can write here call mileage. Now for this one CSS what we have written car class, for that we can write one CSS so that it will appear in the same line. All will print in the same line. So now hope it will print properly. The printing one line of CSS we can add. So if you're ready, let me know. We can write one CSS on the top so that the data will come well organized, and then we can go for the nested array we have inside. We can read that also, and we can print inside the page.
Sir, Subhasis here. Mine, it's not working. I written the code from everything, but I don't know. It's not working.
You cannot run page directly. You must have to run through the live server.
Yes, sir. I did same only.
I've sent you the code. You can check it.
Okay.
Button click. Are you calling the function 5 or not? Button click. The function is calling or not.
Okay. Okay. Right. Correct. Yes, sir. It's working.
Okay. Okay. Now come to the CSS part in the same page. Before a script, you can write one style and close the style. Class name is called my car, or what is that? Car or my car. It is called car only. Car. And the car class you can use width as a 21%. Then you can write margin 1%. You can write padding also 1%. You can write float as a left, float as a left, and you can write box shadow 0 px, 0 px, 5 px, orange color 5 px or 50 pixel you can write here. This is going to come side by side. Float left we have added. In one line, 4 car will appear. In one line, 4 car will appear. In one line, 4 car will appear. That will fit one after other. See, it's look like this. 4 cars are coming in one line. One line of CSS change entire look. One small CSS you can add here. Dot car colon over. HOVER. Change the box header to blue color. Wherever the mouse will go, the particular car area will convert into blue. Convert into blue. And the cursor will convert into pointer as a ready to click. Cursor will convert into ready to click. Let's see here what happened. Car list when we click, this comes wherever the mouse will go, the shadow will get applied. So in front end, your data comes from the complete somewhere else, and then it's displayed like this. Hope it is looking similar. We have one photo also. We can display the photo and we can display the nested array. It will be helpful. Okay, hope ready then. Come down. You can print here. You can create one URL here, image URL, not out of the map, inside the map only. Inside the map itself, you can create a image URL. You can create a variable where img path equal to https. This URL you can add. It is https. We can add https here. HTTP may not work. HTTPS you can add. HTTPS. HTTPS. Then img slash plus car.image. This become a complete URL of your photo where image is kept. Image is not in your computer, image is in the server only. So what we are doing, we are linking from our computer to server directly. We are linking from our computer to server directly. Okay, we are linking from our computer to server directly, so that we'll get idea, so not get idea, so that the images are kept in the server. So image will come in local computer, but it will be pointing to the external URL. It will be pointing to an external URL where image is kept. Okay, next after that, what we have to work on is, we have to work on here, we need to display one image img data plus equal to open the img tab. Inside you write height equal to maybe 120 130 we can give 130. Width we can give full width at the 100% of the container, 100%. And then src we can give src equal to plus, we have to concat here img path plus, again you need to close the double quote, and then here you need to write the img. So this is going to generate one path. If you want to keep here single quote also you can keep. Usually img src we have to write as a single quote. Now here you can see image path is ready, and under the image path we are pointing to the server for the image purpose. Then server will give us the image. That image will display in the client computer as well. So this image URL, complete the line I have written. It's coming to your chat. You can use that URL. Image path line also I can share you. Image path also came to the chat. Okay, next after that, come to the browser, click on car list. You can see car will appear. Hope you are getting like this. Next, there is one more nested array. Let me guide you how you can run the loop on nested array. you have to write here another URL, not another URL, another map function you have to write. Another map function you have to write here, that is called car dot service history. We have to write a loop here called car dot service service history. Service history is the inner level array. For that you are running the map, and under that you will be getting the service and then index 2. Here also you can use again similar map function, but it will be the inner level map function. It will become a inner level map function. Okay, next after that we can go here, and in paragraph also we can display data. First we can write here one heading like data plus equal to, we can write one similar h4, we can follow here h4, that is service history, history, service history, and we can close the h4 here, service history, and below the service history, like we can use p tag also here, data plus equal to, open the p tag, put inside the date and cost, that is called service dot service date plus you can use here service dot service cost, plus we can do, and we can close the p tag. Since here the content you are getting, it is complete as a multi-dimensional, the paragraph now it is going to generate the date and cost, so we can write here also date, which date was the servicing, and then here we can write cost also of the service. Service dot date, service dot cost. Now suppose one car has gone for the 3 servicing, so 3 times this line will come. If one car has no servicing, service history will be 0. The car has 10 service history, 10 times it will come. So this is like a data inside data, how it will be structured basically. Okay, I hope you are ready. Let me check it and show you how it is going to work. Car list, once I'll click, the details will come with the car history, date cost, somewhere one service, somewhere two service, somewhere three service. Right, you can see. But the table will be little up down because minimum height we have not given. Minimum height we have not given in the CSS. So it's getting up down here there. Okay, see, look like this. Hope it's work for you. Please check once. service history. So let's share in the chat. Let me share you the service history line.
It was in this one maybe.
Okay, we have one more function then. Okay, in that up down is happening. For that you have solution here. You can go and here you can add the mean height. Mean height you can add, so it will become equal. Mean hyphen height 400 you add 400 into 2 with 250. So if it is happening, okay. If not happening, you can increase little more. So whether less data or more data, height for every car should remain same. Height for every car should remain same. Then it may be okay. It's not fitting as of now. Some more is required. Maybe 300. Mean height 300 or 320. 320 is fitting or not in sequence. Three 20 also not fitting. We might have to increase little more. So there is a gap here. This become okay 500. Mean height 500 for each car. 500 will be too height. 400 maybe. Let me check once. You can also try and have a look once. How much is fitting? Like all the cars should have equal height. All the cars should have equal height. 500 is okay, right? Still, there is one have more service. That's moving down. 520 will be okay. 520. You can modify and check once. 520 I will keep here. Mean height 520 is fitting for me.
550, 550.
515.
550. It's fitting.
Hmm. 540 I will make directly. Okay, ma'am, this much is fine. Okay, next one more, we have user list. Quickly we can implement. Come there. Write one more function. This is 5 till we'll go to the 6th function. Function 6. Inside the function 6, you have to read the data from another URL. Let me give you. User list. User list. Now coming down, we can use the page function. Inside the page function, we can pass a different URL, get the data from there and print again. The URL will be different. That let me share you the URL. It is this one, users. This users is going to give you again array, inside array, nested level array. So that URL I have sharing a chat. Dot then again response you can use. Here you have to convert again. Dot JSON. After that dot then will come. We will use here user array. For user array again you can run the map function. User array we can use again this kind of similar class you can use, same class you can use. Later if required we can change it. Data plus equal to div, come inside data plus equal to h3. You can open inside name is coming. You can open that URL and have a look what are the details are coming in that. Okay, but here without map function we started writing. It should be within the map function. User array dot map user comma index, user comma index. Inside that we can add this line. User dot name plus close the h3. Next user dot email. In a paragraph you can use user dot email. User dot email. Correct. So this loop will run And after finishing that loop, we have to display the list of users inside the page. So this line compulsory you can add. Next, on button click, last button click, you can call the function 6. On click equal to call the function 6. On click equal to call the function 6. Hope going on function 6. User list, once we click, it should generate the list of users. Now every user have lot of information you can take and add here inside this array. Here you can take and display their name, age, all are there inside the JSON URL. You can open the URL directly. You will get all the details that you print. In this URL, many more records are there. Let me show you. If I go here, the URL we have called inside this, you can see the users have name and email we have printed. It has ID, name, username, email. There is an address. So you have to write address dot street, address dot suit, address dot zip code, address dot geo dot lat dot long. You have to write the phone. You need to print the website. Then you have to print company dot name, company dot catchphrase, company dot bs. Then all the details you can print here inside the page here at this place. Yeah, so hope this will look like meaningful. Let me write a address dot street so that you can get further idea. I can go here and I can write here a data plus equal to a paragraph, we have open close. Inside that, user dot address dot city. Then you can print the object of address element. The address is another object inside the user. They have a value called property called city. If you print that, it will give you the name of city.
ಒಳಗಡೆ ಆಯ್ತು ನಡಿ ಬೇಗ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಓ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೇಳೋದಲ್ರಿ ಬಾ ಬಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವೋ
Hope your data is coming. Sequence user. Have already joined. I don't have any request for people. Other people already 18 people are logging. You can try and check your internet. Okay, so hope this one is coming. Same way, what are the objects we have here? We have many objects like name, username, email, password, street address, and all. So this all you can print here inside the list. It will come as a long list, complete details. So this way, your car list is coming properly. Your comment list was coming yesterday. JSON data is loading, about is loading, home is loading. In that you have you have static pages. One you have from the local server, one you have from the external, one you have a PHP server, another one you have some other server. So okay.
So can we share the function 6 code?
Function, which function?
Function 6.
The user list or car list? User list.
Yes, sir, user list.
In the chat. So this pending work is for you. Which one? You have to print the remaining details of user here. You can try from your side. We'll see you tomorrow. The next part of JavaScript, that may be Ajax or maybe class object.